Dear Urfel, for reporting my wife for bringing me snacks in the hospital. I'm hoping this isn't just like a petty thing, but let's see. I am 32 and male. About 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely no. Just from that first sentence, I can say no. To put it simply, I eat compulsively, even when I'm not hungry. My BMI is 43. I just want to throw this out there before I continue. BMI means nothing. Sad. I cannot get behind it after hearing where it came from. No. The BMI means nothing. But anyways, putting me in the class 3 obesity range. Since my diagnosis, I have not improved whatsoever. Therapy and support groups have a positive effect on my mentality, but even 2 hours after, I'll be in line at a drive-thru. Oh geez. It has affected my health, my mental health, my finances, and of course, my wife. My wife is 37. She's average sized and eventually agreed that I may need actual medical intervention. After a lot of deliberation, we packed up and temporarily moved states, so I could participate in an inpatient program as part of a research study. Apparently, intervention programs for BED can be, I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure they probably said it before and I just didn't really pick up on it. Binge eating disorder, BED, okay. Can be pretty hit or miss. And so this one is a new take on them, being 6 months instead of the typical 30 to 90 days. I am currently at the end of my first month, and everything is going very well. I've made a lot of friends in the program as well. At the end of the 1 month mark, visitation opened up and my wife could now visit me. Obviously, she jumped at the chance and came to visit me 2 days ago. We headed over to my room where she took her backpack off and pulled out jalapeno chips, I love jalapeno chips, and colas, 2 of my most common binge items. So, your wife is an enabler. Jeez. She doesn't want you to get better. She's probably just as in need of help as you are, but just for different reasons. This is a weird thing to do. So this is literally just visiting someone in rehab and giving them alcohol or drugs or something, but it's food. That is so crazy. But okay. At first I freaked out, but she explained that I deserved a break. No, that's not how it works. You wouldn't tell an alcoholic, oh, you deserve a break from sobriety. No, because then they're just gonna continue to binge drink. Like, it's the same thing. I know you mean well, but it does not help and in fact makes everything worse. So, oh geez, okay. And went into detail about how much trouble she went through to smuggle them through. Why? If there's that much that you have to go through to get that stuff in there, there's probably a good reason why they don't want that stuff in there. And you already know what that reason is, so why are you trying to do that? It's so weird. That's so weird. I immediately shouted for a nurse who forcefully removed the products from her hands and then escorted her out of the hospital with a full team, period. Because that was probably your strongest moment. Like, I hope you're so proud of that. Like, I know your relationship with your wife now might be a little tumultuous, but that has to be such a proud moment for you, because the moment where you stop yourself, like you stop someone else from enabling you, that's powerful. Like, that is so powerful. Like, that is something to be proud about. Like, that's awesome. My wife has now been completely banned from the premises, and she's furious at me. I mean, but what did you think was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen? Like, literally. The nurses and doctors have expressed nothing but gratitude and told me that had I indulged, I would have instantly been removed from the program. Jeez. Oh, that is crazy. So she was jeopardizing everything in that moment. She was jeopardizing your health, your mental health, and your ability to get those back in the future. That's crazy. That is so crazy. And she's upset with you? Be serious. Be so serious. One thing that my wife said that made me think she had a point was, instead of telling her to put the snacks away and take them home, I went for the nuclear option of calling other people. Okay, and I get that. I get that she's upset with you for not just telling her, right? But in a situation like this, where someone has to be in an inpatient facility to stop their habits, and you're trying to break all the progress that they've had for a month? Are you being so serious right now? No, there's no way that you can ever talk yourself out of being the wrong person here. Like, the person in the wrong is what I'm trying to say. She's so trying to manipulate you right now. Like, this is so gaslighty. Like, no. You did everything right, and who's to say that you wouldn't tell her, yeah, put that away, I'm not gonna eat that, and then later you wouldn't be like jonesing for it and then be like, okay, never mind, let me just get a little bit. You know what I mean? There's no telling how long you would have been able to hold out for. Her looking at this as a short-term thing when it's already been a long-term thing, she doesn't want the best for you, and that's already a problem on its own. But you being able to take a step back and be like, hey, this can be a problem if it's even in the room with me, so I need you gotta get out. I think this is great. You're not that special. Let me read the rest of what you wrote. I know that her bringing me snacks was objectively wrong, but was my reaction over the top? No, it was not over the top. In fact, I think it was perfect. I think it was great. Good job. I think your wife needs to reevaluate her priorities and reevaluate how she feels about you, because this seems like someone who doesn't necessarily want the best for you, and that's kind of ridiculous. Alright, let's read some comments. So the first original comment says, not thoughtful. If she went through the trouble to smuggle their triggers to an addict in recovery and says you deserve a break, just saying nicely no won't work. Panicking and have her removed by the security was the best option. Yes, as she clearly wouldn't be the one stopping herself from bringing their triggers to an addict. Literally, she would probably do it again, and who's to say she's not the one who really, enables you in your everyday life too, you know what I mean? Like, this kind of behavior makes me think that, maybe when you were at home and you weren't in the inpatient program, maybe she was subconsciously pushing you to eat these things that you were trying to stop yourself from eating. Because any normal loving person, forget wife, whatever, if someone that loves you knows that you have a struggle like this and you need to eat healthier, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, they will push you to do that if they care about you, you know what I mean? So that they can be around you, have more time with you, you know what I mean? Or so that your quality of life will be better. But just hearing that she would do that makes me very suspicious of her intentions. Ooh. I would be very cautious when you go out of the program. If she is trying to sabotage you while you're in your program, chances are she would try the same after you get home. Literally. She needs to be educated or educate herself about how to live with an addict and what to do and what to avoid. Elsewhere, you won't be able to get out of your addiction. Yeah, she either needs to go through a program. I hope they have programs like that. I don't know. But that would be honestly perfect to just train people on how to not enable their loved ones. Or straight up just divorce, because your life is not worth, your quality of life is not worth staying with someone who would jeopardize that. You know what I mean? Responding to that, someone said, not thoughtful. This is so true. OP, you are essentially an addict, and she was attempting to enable you to relapse. Quite literally. This is such a serious issue for you to have, and you seem to be at a point where you are making real change. For her to act like it's no big deal is minimizing the challenge you are dealing with. My boyfriend is a recovering alcoholic. I would never bring him alcohol or even put him in a situation where we are around heavy drinking. That's good. I can't even imagine suggesting he needs a break from sobriety. Yeah, that is so weird. I have also basically stopped drinking because I want to support him so much. That is really nice. Never really cared for it anyways. You guys definitely need to have a big conversation about this. She needs to realize how serious this is for you if she doesn't already. Food addiction, BED, is extremely hard because we can't just stop eating. This will be years of hard work, and she needs to get on the train now. Also, as someone who struggles with food and my weight, myself, I just wanted to say good for you for doing the work. Yeah, seriously. This crap isn't easy, and it seems like you're really going for it. You are already making so much progress, seeing as you refused her. Congrats on the win, even if it doesn't feel like a win due to the circumstances. Yep. And responding to the same comment, someone said, the wife should be getting help too. Yes, yes, yes. Codependency is no joke. A program like Coda or even Al-Anon could help. Not the Ushul. Yep, exactly. Another original comment. Not the Ushul. I would be a huge Ushul if I brought over a drink to someone in rehab for alcohol abuse. Your wife is a massive one. Yep. Responding to that, someone said, wife is an enabler and on some level wants OP to stay fat, sick, and addicted. Sabotaging his recovery is slow. OP is going to have to choose between his health and his marriage before this is over. Yeah, which is such a sick position to put someone in. I'm gonna read this last comment and then I'm gonna end it there. Alright, not the Ashul. Your wife had to smuggle in the snacks? Didn't that give her a clue that it was not the right thing to do? It sounds like you have wife problems in addition to your eating disorder. Responding to that, someone said, I fear she did it on purpose to sabotage his treatment. I'm so happy he called for help. I'm positive if he had asked her to put them away, she would have ignored him or spoke about them nonstop. He did what he had to do to stay safe. Yes. And she's still upset with him? She's upset with him? Why? It boggles my mind when people do something wrong and then they're the ones who are upset. It just makes absolutely no sense, and it makes me think narcissism, it makes me think manipulation, it makes me think gaslighting, it makes me think you're an idiot. All of those things, maybe only a few. Either way, you're crazy. And I just don't understand it. But anyways, I think not the Ashul. Thank you for watching. You'll catch me later. Bye!